So the next phase, the next war that we are entering has started. All right, this is very serious, and nobody's even talking about it. Nobody's putting it in the context of how serious it is. It's getting blamed on other things. All right, but this is critical. All right, and China is taking over, taking the lead, and this is also a national security threat. So we'll get to that in 1 second. But just to set the stage, the federal government has declared a level 2 water restriction for the Colorado water basin, the Colorado River water basin. Okay, so the lower half of the basin is going to experience massive water restrictions. Okay, so Nevada, Arizona, and Mexico are all going to experience restrictions, and I believe Arizona is experiencing up to 21% cutbacks from the river coming in 2023. 21%. That's a lot. All right, that's a fifth of their water that's coming from the river. So this is very serious. This is going to affect agriculture. All right, a massive amount of our food comes from the Colorado River. That's where it comes from, because it flows into California, flows into Arizona, flows into all these areas where they have a ton of agriculture. And I believe it's over 90% of the winter vegetables in the United States are grown with water from the Colorado River. All right, so this is serious. This is going to affect everyone in these states. And what's really causing this? All right, there's lots of theories about, climate change, all this stuff, but it doesn't sound very solid, a lot of it. But this is something that's not really talked about. Nobody's talking about this. Okay, so China is geoengineering their weather. They are manipulating their weather. They are causing weather modification, and they are doing it to, quote, combat droughts in their country. But what if China's weather modification is actually causing droughts? China has a weather modification system that's, I believe, 1.5 times bigger than India. And the weather modification system is meant to disrupt the monsoon in India and take water from it and bring it into China, all right, for China's farmland. So they're literally stealing water from India's monsoon and dumping it into China. But it's also causing a drought in China because it's taking water from other places in China as well. Is this what's happening? This is my theory. This is a theory that I'm reading, and it seems like this is very plausible. All right, because you are forcing clouds to produce where there's not normally enough humidity and enough moisture for clouds to be produced. So it has to take it from somewhere. So it takes it from, either farther away, or takes it from the soil, takes it from plants, causes more aridification and more desertification of the environment. All right, and it seems like a good idea. Oh, it's causing more rain, but where's this water come from? There's not enough natural humidity in the air for a cloud to form and for it to rain. So where's this water, where's this humidity coming from? It's taking it from other places and forcing it into a cloud. China is having extreme droughts and having problems with just drinking water right now, and this is going to affect crop production as well. China is one of the biggest producers of rice in the world. I believe they're number one, but they're definitely one of the top ones in the world. So, and rice is a very wet crop. It's grown in rice paddies, very wet environments rice needs to grow in. So if there's not enough water, not enough rain, the rice is definitely not going to grow, definitely not going to produce the crop that China needs. And they're doubling down by doing more weather modification, but all it's doing is stealing water from India and stealing water from their own provinces as well. So this is a water war. We're already in one. There's over 50 countries that have a geoengineering weather modification program, and they're all trying to manipulate the weather to get more water. So we're all kind of fighting each other, doing our own programs and doubling down even more, spraying even more, doing even more weather modification just to keep up the standard that we had before, but everyone's doing it. So is this what's causing the droughts? Is this what's causing a huge issue? Because we can't really control where this water goes. All right. And also, why are we just letting this water from the Colorado River just flow into the ocean from Baja California? Why are we just letting it flow? Why don't we build a dam down there in Mexico? Right? Why don't we build another dam on the border or something like that in Arizona? There's all these ideas that are out there, but nobody's pursuing them. All right, we're just doing this mad scientist geoengineering stuff. Maybe it could work, it could be a possibility, but we need to think about it. Okay, maybe it'll work for us, but what happens when everyone's doing this all around the earth? They're trying to manipulate the weather and spraying these chemicals. Apparently it's silver iodine. That's what they say, silver iodide. That's supposedly the chemical they spray. So this is the future. Water is the future. Britain is facing water restrictions as well. London is having water restrictions. Millions of people are being impacted. This is happening all over the world. All right. At the same time, all of these geoengineering weather modification programs are going on all over the world too. So what's happening? What's happening? Somebody tell me, is it related or not? It could be, but it's so hard to tell because it's always changing the environment. The variables are always being changed, and different countries are always doing different things, different experiments. It's hard to really tell what's causing this, all right? What the root is of this. So move to a place that has abundant water. That's definitely a giant consideration for us. Out west, water is such a huge deal. It's a huge deal. Having water rights to a property, being able to have an agricultural well to water your animals, water plants, all this stuff. It's very regulated waters. It's very restricted out west. It's a lot different than in the east and the East Coast and a lot of places in the world. Very restricted and very scarce. So make sure you live in a place that has plenty of water, where water's abundant, because if it hits the fan, you might just be depending on rivers and streams and creeks and stuff like that if, you know, municipal water doesn't work. So find these little areas, find these little rivers, streams, creeks, these little low-key areas that you could go fill up a water tank, fill up a water jug, go, you know, use your little life straw if it hits the fan. So let me know what you guys think. I feel like this is one of the next big resources that could be fought over, especially once it starts being more open. India has already accused China of doing this, but once more countries start saying, hey, wait a minute, maybe China is affecting us, maybe this other country is affecting us, this could be like an international conflict over water, okay? Because this feeds people. This is the essence of life, all right? So countries probably would go to war over water. This is very serious. So let me know what you guys think. Have you seen anything weird in your skies? Any manipulation? I've seen very odd things in the winter time in Colorado where they are spraying very heavily, and then the next day, 12 hours later, it is just snowing like crazy. Snowing like crazy. The sky gets blanketed, and then the next day it's snowing. I've seen this many times. Let me know what you've seen. Let me know if you think I'm nuts. Let me know. All these articles are from CNN, so maybe CNN, I don't know, they don't have a great track record. Maybe they're making all this crap up. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think down below, and you have a big old blessed day. Thanks, guys.